Welcome back, guys. We're on episode 5, I believe. Today, we got someone special. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
My name is Polo Tapia. I'm a powerlifter here in Salem, Oregon.
Heck yeah. So, we're going to dive in. We got a few questions today, but we're really just going to learn about powerlifting and kind of what goes into that. You guys know about bodybuilding. So, we're going to take a different approach and look at something completely different. So, Polo, do you want to go into your beginning, like what got you into all this and stuff?
Yes, the lore, bro. The origin story.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I just started lifting like in high school for sports and stuff, like football. I think I started that like spring of like 2015. So then I like was just lifting, and then the PRs just started coming in, and I was like getting obsessed with like hitting numbers, just getting stronger.
Yeah.
More so than playing football. Like football was super fun.
Yeah.
But then every week when I was like in the gym, I was like, oh, I just hit 25. Now I hit 315. And then next I want to get 405. I was like trying to chase these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So like then I just started getting stronger and stronger, and everybody started taking notice of that. And then there was a football coach who did powerlifting.
Oh, okay.
And so he was like, hey, dude, you should like do powerlifting after high school. Like you're kind of strong, dude. So I was like, I don't know what that is, but
yeah,
like, if I get a squat, then so that's all I like. Our football coach cared about was like squat.
Yeah,
but not so much like bench or deadlift. So I was like squatting like 5 times a week, like for like 4 years. So I was getting really good at it. But yeah, I just did my first powerlifting competition. I think spring of my senior year of high school, and it was lit. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so football kind of introduced the lifting.
Yeah.
And then they only had you do primarily squat.
Yeah, well, like we benched too, and like it was kind of lit, but it was kind of just like, you know, you did your like balance off the chest, dude. Like it didn't even really matter.
It wasn't anything like serious.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too serious. But yeah, it wasn't until like I started actually powerlifting where I took like bench and deadlift pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
But you could just like even see like throughout my numbers, like my squat's like super high, and then my bench and deadlift numbers are like mid tier.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're more of a squatting guy then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then your most recent event, you want to kind of explain to people like where it was, what it was, and kind of how that went for you?
Yeah. So it was like it was pretty cool because it's an Olympic affiliate. It's called FISU, which is kind of like the International Federation for Collegiate Students. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like preparing like college students to kind of feel out like the Olympic vibe who are trying to like be in the Olympics.
Okay.
So they brought powerlifting for the first time this year. And so it was pretty cool because like the Olympic Committee were there.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, everyone there was like, we gotta represent. Like,
yeah, right.
We gotta throw some fat numbers up, bro.
Dude.
So it makes it exciting to watch. But yeah, it was really cool. Since I had that in mind, like I was prepping. That meet was July. I found out about it in September. So ever since September, I was kind of just mentally trying to hit some fat numbers for that meet.
So close to like almost a year.
Yeah,
then.
Almost a year.
So I've explained like what it's like prepping for a bodybuilding show and all that, but like from beginning to end, you can take as much time as you want. But from like beginning to like your whole journey, like what do you do to prep for an event? Yeah, we want to
man.
kind of explain that.
So like depending on like how far you're out, if you're pretty far out, like 16 weeks plus, you're kind of like just trying to build some muscle. So a lot of the work you do is like pretty high volume, like more bodybuilding type of workouts. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you want to be really competitive, it's going to be a lot of time under tension, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Just because like obviously like more muscle tissue is going to carry over to more like connective dense tissue to lift more weight. But once you start to reach like 16 weeks in, that's when you start like decreasing like all your stuff, like that's where you're gonna see like your 5x5s and like your 20-minute rest,
like volume starts to like increase or decrease and rest increases.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
100%. So yeah, you start doing like strength stuff like that, like for me, I started throwing in singles at that point. So we just work up to like a 1 rep. 1 reps they never really should be like an all-out max. They're kind of like what your opening weight would be, like a weight that you would be able to rep out like for 4 reps, 4 to 5 reps. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good. You're talking about a 1 rep max, but you don't want it to be. You want it to be kind of a little bit less, and you're like there's 4 reps in the tank still.
Yeah, you want to do that. It's kind of like to prepare your CNS, so then you can do back down work. So that's like your 4 sets of 5. Mm-hmm. Now you can start pushing weight without like your CNS being like, oh shoot,
like overstimulated. And stuff.
Overstimulated.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So when you're working up to a 1 rep, mm-hmm. but you still have 4 in the tank, does that mean you keep that? Are you trying to increase that for the event, or are you just trying to find what your sweet spot is and hold and maintain?
Yeah. So you're kind of like finding like your sweet spot. Like each week you do your single. Mm-hmm. It's just to kind of like see where your strength is at to make sure that it's not like decreasing rapidly. Or yeah, dude. Because like sometimes, especially a lot of people, there'll be a lot of variables like stress or like they're just not eating or sleeping enough. So like when you're single, you do a single, like for example, like you're supposed to have like an RP7, mm-hmm. And like you're just like 100, 200 pounds down than what like you're supposed to be doing. Then it's like, okay, like what's going on? Like that is kind of like to keep you in check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes during the podcast I kind of lose track.
Yeah.
I just go in and edit it, but it happens, bro.
Yeah, it happens.
So like as far as like performance and training, what is dieting like? Because I'm sure some people think you guys just eat a bunch of food, you don't really keep track of anything, you just go lift as heavy as you can. Like what does it look like for you?
For me personally, dude, once I moved to the 120 plus, it was literally just that. It was like eat anything I wanted.
Oh,
yeah, dude, it was bad. But it got to the point where like lifts started to suffer. So like it was pretty hard for me to get down to depth for squat. Mm-hmm. Just because like I started getting a lot of mass in my stomach. So I was like, shoot.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
dude, literally.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're like, uh-oh.
It's like, yo, I got to put the Fruit Loops down, dude.
Fruit Loops? Is that your ice?
Bro. Yeah, because like my stepbrother, like he loves Fruit Loops. So we have like 6 boxes.
Damn.
And I'm like, I could kill some Fruit Loops.
Bro, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro.
Dude, my dad loves Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You want to know something that's kind of, it probably sounds disgusting to some people, but like, dude, that when I was a little kid, I used to put maple syrup on that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Bro,
extra sugar, bro.
Back then when I couldn't gain any weight and I would eat whatever, that was like my breakfast for days.
Okay, bro. I remember in high school, like, I could eat like 8,000 calories and I'll maybe gain a pound for, like in a week.
Yeah. No, it's like when that's another good question. Did you have trouble like gaining weight as a kid, or like were you always kind of were you always pretty athletic?
Dude, I put down food, dude. So gaining weight was really easy.
Okay.
It's because like, dude, being half Mexican and half Islander, you're just, bro, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed.
Yeah, bro.
Like you're eating either like 800 pounds of fucking white rice, or you're eating 20,000 tacos, bro.
Is it really? There's like no in between.
Yeah, there's no in between. There's no room for salads, dude. Like I think I had my first salad when I went to this girl's house, and I was like, "Y'all actually eat salad?" Like,
yeah,
my
like,
family.
What's salad?
Yeah, what's salad?
What's
like,
the vegetable? Bro?
Yeah, dude, like you need more color on your plate. I'm like, dude, I got white rice and a piece of meat. Dude.
That's
like,
all you need, bro.
That's all I need.
That's all you need, dude. No, dude, that's what I used to be the same way though. I used to hate vegetables.
Yeah.
But now working with Ty, I actually eat way more fruit than vegetables. And I like fruit so much better than vegetables.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what it is. For me, it makes my digestion just go like that.
Digestion, you just like the taste, no?
Yeah, no, it makes my food. I'm kind of a weirdo. I like to mix it in with my food. But, dude, like pineapple, beef, and rice.
It's good.
It's so, especially when you grill it all together, bro. Oh, I don't know. People are missing out. That's my favorite.
Yeah, dude, it's good. Especially grilled pineapple. Like, it makes it more sweeter, dude.
What's that?
It makes the pineapple more sweet.
Yeah, so like when you caramelize the edges too, dude, it's the best. Have you ever had a pineapple on a burger before?
Yeah.
Dude, pineapple on a burger, on kebabs.
Yo, so good.
Dude, even with steak. It's good with everything.
Yeah, it's good with everything.
I'm a sweet and savory guy.
Yeah, dude.
So, I don't know. Like, when you go for sweets, like, what's your go-to sweets?
Oh, dude. I'm going to bring down the whole file cabinet real
Now
quick.
we're going to open it up and see, dude.
Let's see. I'm a cake guy, dude.
Cake?
Yeah. I
okay,
like
what kind of cake? What kind of cake?
Either I bounce between red velvet and chocolate.
Damn. Okay, interesting. Is there like a particular reason, or is that just what you gravitate towards?
Yeah, that's what I gravitate towards.
Yeah. Okay. What about ice cream? Do you like ice cream?
Ooh, I love ice cream, bro. Yeah.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
I like dude. I always go to Cold Stone and I get like was it the cheesecake ice cream with like Reese's peanut butter cups in it?
Dude, yeah, cheesecake's my downfall.
Dude.
If I could, so back when I first started bulking, like 3-4 years ago,
yeah,
I would eat all my food and then cheesecake at the end of the day.
Oh.
It was kind of bad, but it was good at the same time, bro. Like I got up to like 250 pounds. But okay, so I also worked at a pizza place.
Oh,
but dude, I didn't get like fat. I just looked like I carried a lot of water.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain it, but dude, like it was a mixture of eating. So my problem is I heard someone on YouTube say, "Oh yeah, you can eat all your bodybuilding food and then eat on top of that." And I did. And dude, I was.
What's that, Brian Shaw?
I was. Yeah, I'm somewhat, and I was a fat. I wasn't fat, but bodybuilder fat.
Yeah, bodybuilder.
Surprisingly, too, in that time, I trained hard and my metabolism was quick, but it did get to the point where my face was just bloated beyond. Yeah. It was disgusting. Oh, so let's see. Man, we didn't get much questions. What about powerlifting? Like, what did you gravitate towards most? Was it just putting up numbers, or was it just because you fell in love with the lifts? Exactly.
It was like just putting up numbers because like I mean I think especially once I started getting into lifting, like I think we were talking earlier, like hopping on YouTube and stuff, like after I watched like Arnold, I started watching Ronnie Coleman. Oh, and he was throwing up some fat numbers, dude.
Okay.
So I was like, dude, I want to do that. And like I was like under the impression that like the heavier my lifts are gonna be, the more jacked I'm gonna be. Just like not true, dude. Like you gotta do your like time under tension, dude. You gotta do your movement slow.
100%.
So I was like, oh yeah, if I squat like 900 pounds, I'm gonna be absolutely yoked.
Which I mean, to an extent, yes and no, but there's a whole other pattern to it.
Oh yeah.
So you found bodybuilding, and then bodybuilding led to Ronnie Coleman, and then Ronnie Coleman led to powerlifting. Yeah, dude, that's what's up, dude. So through how many years have you been doing this now? I
think this is gonna be year 5.
Year 5. Okay, dude. So throughout the time, did you? I know that you coach people. Mm-hmm. When did you start feeling confident to start helping others on their journey?
It was like not until I started coaching myself. I started coaching myself, yeah. So I had a coach. It was that football coach from like 2019 till the end of 2022. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of just needed something else. So then I started doing a bunch of research and stuff to help myself. So then once I figured out like how to help myself, I started like helping my family members who were like wanted to do like powerlifting a little bit.
Yeah.
So then I started helping them a little bit, and I started seeing like their progress grow pretty significant. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I could probably start like picking up other people that I just don't even know.
Right on.
So I started doing like free work, like just kind of like trying to just get the training wheels off.
Yeah.
And so I was like picking up people for free work, just coaching them for free. And then once I started like doing some good work with them, then I was like, okay, now I can like probably start charging.
Yeah, so the confidence kind of just built over time.
Yeah, just built over time. I think it wasn't until that was like 2022, so not until around this year that I started feeling confident about like charging people.
Oh, right on. So like you throughout the years of like learning and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest part when learning all this stuff, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it's like trying to not overthink it.
Right.
Trying to like just sit back and just look at the basics. I think that approach is going to help a lot of people just not even just coach, but also just be an athlete. Like the second that you start overthinking and like throwing too many things into the equation is when you're gonna start getting different results, and like now you're just
kind of all
over the place, dude.
No, I feel that. I think so. Do you in bodybuilding, at least, I have a lot of people that always ask me like questions and stuff like how to get big and everything. But do you have people that like what? Okay, in the powerlifting world, what's like an annoying question you get a lot that you can answer kind of easily? Or what do you think people overcomplicate the most?
Ooh. This is going to be a hot topic, especially for like powerlifters, dude. Mm-hmm. It's like just being over technical in their lifts.
Really?
Yeah, I think people, like a lot of people's lifts will look fine.
Yeah.
Look good. And then they'll be like, the weight's not moving, dude. Like, it's just, like, I can't PR. I haven't hit PR in, like, 6 months. I'm like, okay, man, like, how's your eating and sleeping been doing? And, like, I've been eating, like, pretty good. I'm like,
pretty good.
Let me see what you're eating, dude. And they're eating, like, 120 grams of protein when they weigh, like, 240. I'm like, bro.
Oh, they're not even eating enough protein.
What the hell? And they're, like, sleeping, like, 5 hours. I'm like, dude, why are you sleeping 5? I'm playing God, bro. Like,
dude, see, that's the thing I keep telling people. If you want to perform better, sleep more. COD will always be there.
Dude, COD will always be there.
Will always be there, bro.
I would for the rest day, dude.
Dude, man. Well, I guess this is kind of an off-topic question. Yeah. I kind of do this sometimes, but do you play video games?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, bro. What is your go-to video game?
Dude, if I'm like down, it depends on the mood. If I'm down in the slums, I'm playing Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
I'm turning the music all the way up, dude. And I'll just listen to Minecraft, building a little 4x4 house, dude.
Do you play, what version of Minecraft? What do you play on?
I heard there's like 2 versions, like Java and Bedrock.
Yup.
I don't know which one I downloaded, but I just like hit download because it was like, which one you want? I was like, I don't know what the difference is. I'm just going to hit download. So I think I'm still playing Bedrock.
What do you play it on?
On my PC.
PC. Okay, so it's probably Bedrock.
Okay, but
I mean, Java is just the OG.
Yeah.
It's just because it looks a bit different and older. I prefer Java, but I don't have a computer here, so I play on my phone. But yeah, that's cool, dude. Okay, I love that you play Minecraft.
Yeah,
bro.
Dude.
You know what the funny thing is with people that lift in general? Everybody plays Minecraft. Almost everybody, dude. I don't know why. I love it.
Bro, we got tired of getting bullied in high school. That's what it is. It's like, all right, we're going to get jacked, bro.
We got to get jacked and play Minecraft we can build our dream home while building our dream.
Yeah, literally.
Dude, okay, I think that's the number one game growing up I had the most memories in.
Yeah.
Are you a creative mode or a survival guy?
Survival guy.
Survival guy. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Have you ever, what's the big deal? Like, have you ever gotten to have you ever beat the nether? And the dragon.
Yeah,
you have. Okay, see,
dude, I beat it so many times. Like whenever I hop in with homies, I'm always like in the backseat. Like I'm backseat coaching. I'm like, all right, bro, you got to throw the arrow at the little square that's up there on the tower,
dude. So are you when you first go into a Minecraft world? Are you strategic or do you just kind of do whatever? Like, what's your approach in that?
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm strategic, bro. I'm going in there with a mission, bro.
Dude, okay.
Once we beat the Nether Dragon, though, it's like now we're just hopping back. We're building some BS. We're building some Finn and Jake tree house, dude.
Yeah, dude. So did you watch Minecraft on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know he's an OG? Etho Labs.
Oh, dude, I've seen some. Yeah.
So I would watch him all the time, and I would try to recreate what he made in the cave systems.
Dude, it's hard, right? It takes a while.
I love it, but the hardest part about caves is that, especially playing on hard mode, is that the caves is the worst spot to be in.
Oh yeah.
Because of the mobs and stuff.
Yeah,
but
dude.
I would make more underground stuff though than on land. I don't know why, but that's what I always gravitate.
Dude, I always trying to look for diamonds. That's what it is, dude. I'm in there strip mining for 5 hours, dude. I'm putting in the work.
Well, and the stupid thing now is I like how games get more advanced, but Minecraft is way too advanced now.
Yeah,
dude. You used to be able to dig you had to go the coordinates down to 12 by 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
Now there's negatives, bro.
Yeah,
it goes all the way down to negative 100.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And then you get halfway down and then you get into deep slate.
Yeah.
It's stupid, bro.
I'm bro, I have to have another chest full of deep slate now.
Yeah,
because
I know. Yeah. I think one thing. So with Java, you can actually play older versions. Bedrock, you can't.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so Bedrock. The reason why I like it is because when you press Create New World, you can go to what year you want to play in. You can play the very beginning of Minecraft if you wanted to. So
I have to go back,
dude. I'm just saying. I think the number one reason why a lot of lifters gravitate to more games like that is because what we already do is kind of technical.
Yeah,
and having a game to just kind of like relax and kind of not have to think too much. Do you think that's why, or do you?
Yeah, dude. It's like it's the obsession of like building from the ground up. That's what
There
it is.
we go. Yeah,
and being organized and stuff. Because like, I mean, you get some people who just like throw whatever in the chest, but
yeah. No, I have to have like color coordinated chests.
Yeah, dude. With the frames and you throw the block on there.
Bro, exactly. Because even in my in real life in prep mode, dude, when I'm prepping for a show, especially like I have such a tight knit system. Off season I do, but like when you're in prep, you're in a whole different mindset. Yeah. But like I do notice too, it's like you get very, very organized with everything. It's funny how it works.
Yeah, dude. What kind of music you be listening to like in prep? You talked about like the mindset. Like for me, I have like a set playlist of like what I'm listening to like 12 weeks out. I'm listening to that nonstop.
What are you listening to?
Dude, I'm listening to like anime.
Anime soundtracks?
Yeah, anime soundtracks. So like I'm listening to like some of the anime speeches with like they just throw it on to like I don't know, like Pop Smoke, like
they just kind of dub it over.
Yeah, they just dub it over.
That's what's up, dude. Yeah. So do you think that kind of like? So what about music for you makes prep kind of set the tone? Like, like what does it do for you?
For me, it kind of just like it gets me to the mindset of like all right, it's time to work. Like it comes from like playing football.
Oh, okay,
okay. Once like dude, I just remember like summer workouts. Like, oh, bro, it's like 6, 7 a.m., bro. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do any of this bull.
No,
I'm tired. I just finished playing Minecraft at like 3 a.m.
I'm like, you've been up all night, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm not trying to run for like 45 minutes and live for 45.
Oh, hell no.
So, like, I'll walk in, and then I'm like, everyone's miserable too. And then they just flip on AC/DC, and then everybody starts going. So then I start going.
Dude, okay.
So it kind of like stems for that. Like, as soon as the music flips, like, so does the mindset. It's like
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to some mindset people. Do you know who Ed Milet is? Okay, so Ed Milet, he's a mindset coach. So what he does, he also works with professional athletes. The number one thing that they do in training and stuff is they have certain songs that cause a trigger effect, like you're saying. So when a certain song or a certain sound comes on, that's their cue to like snap in and get in the moment. So I think for you, it sounds like it's that music you're talking about. Because I think even myself too, when I'm in prep, I do like to listen to soundtrack music. One of my OGs, so back when in high school, I didn't play as much sports in high school. I did track for a year, but one thing I did was run 5 miles a day, at least 5 miles or more, every single day outside. Yeah. And I would listen to the Tron soundtrack. The original and then Tron Reconfigured. And I remember just the Reconfigured specifically, I would listen to that playlist while running all the time. So once I went into lifting weights, I just got a new system of putting on certain albums for certain times. So when I'm like deep in prep, my soundtrack's more like Tron theme, and then towards the end, it's more just like kind of like an action soundtrack. Yeah, dude. Like shit, I can't even think.
It's like you're about to get to the fight scene.
Yeah, dude. Like, or like some like John Wick shit.
Yeah,
bro.
Dude.
Like, no, seriously,
you're about to clear a whole room.
Dude, I have to, especially because like when you get into that mode of just like it's time to kill shit. Oh yeah, you gotta just snap that. Yeah. And then so when you're in the off season for you, what do you like? Do you still listen to the same thing, or what's that like for you?
Oh no, I throw that out, bro. It's like at the very bottom of my playlist. It's like, all right, I'm done, bro.
You're done. You need a little break. Yeah.
So I'm like throwing on like Ice Spice, dude, like some Megan Thee Stallion. I'm throwing some booty music out. Bro. I don't even care, dude.
You're like dancing halfway through your stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, dude. I'm like just dancing, throwing cheeks, bro.
I love it, man. We all have our thing, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I know. The more that you're talking about your music, the more aggressive I feel like my music is. Because like I listen to just like lately, not lately, but it always resorts back to heavy metal.
Oh yeah,
I am a heavy metal guy.
yeah.
I love it. I think I listen to more now. It's been like more 2000s era, but something about heavy metal, dude, and just training. Just I don't know what it is. I think it might stem from high school, from the weight room a little bit, but like just listening to even. I guess last prep towards the end was Metallica, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Because I ended up posing to that song, but the Metallica Black album.
Yeah.
It's an older album, but dude, that's the one album that I can listen to dial back in.
Mm-hmm.
So if I need some little motivation, I just put that on.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a whole different world.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so we talked about prepping for an event, and then what's an off season look like for you, man?
Dude, so right now I'm in the off season. So right now I'm trying to cut down the weight class. Because it's just like I can't be 5'7" and competing in the unlimited weight class because everyone's like 6'6", like 400 pounds, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
I like my coach. He's 6'2" or 6'1", and he's like 390, dude. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't. I probably wouldn't even make it past 350.
That doesn't even sound fun at that
No,
point,
bro. I mean, I'm 323 right now. I'm like, dude, I'm having trouble sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get a CPAP, dude. Do you have a CPAP?
Huh?
You have a CPAP?
I need to get one.
I need to get one so bad,
too, bro. Like, the second that I started gaining weight in this off season, because I'm getting heavier now.
Yeah.
I noticed I have a harder time sleeping now, bro.
Yeah,
like, I'll wake up sweaty. I'll wake up to me like catch myself not breathing. Yeah. It's like fuck, man. And you're in no disrespect, but you're bigger than me, and I'm always struggling with this. So that just goes to show that more people need it than they think.
Oh, 100%.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. I bought a little mouthpiece, but even that, like, I don't know, like, for some reason when I sleep, I like literally hold my breath. Like, I deliberately hold my breath. I could be sitting upright with my jaw forward to like help the airway go through, but I'll just like hold it. Like, dude, if I'm sleeping, I mean swimming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what the?
Dude, I bet you when you have nightmares too, it interferes. Oh, bro, it's like shit. I'm drowning. I'm like, oh. You wake up just
dude,
flipping out, dude.
Flipping out.
I will say, because there's, I guess the pros to lifting and stuff. There's pros and cons, right? Yeah. I think the cool part is being able to like consistently get stronger and stronger and bigger. Yeah. But the sides that no one really think about, is like the longevity of it. Because at first it looks sexy and cool, but then when you're actually in it, you're like, fuck, man.
It just sucks.
This sucks. Well, even when I first I guess my weight jump was like I started out at like 160, and right now I'm at like 233 pounds. But if this makes any sense, I was 250 once, but now I'm bigger than when I was at 250. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just like but the number one thing I'll say is like, one thing I don't think anyone will ever get used to is when you eat a bunch of food and that feeling of just feeling full and stuff. Yeah, dude. No one ever talks about that.
You like just constantly feel full, dude.
Yeah. Even when you're eating your next meal and you kind of walk around and you just like
so bloated.
You feel bloated.
Yeah. Gross and disgusting.
It is, man.
Yeah, man.
So when you started eating, like when did you start taking eating seriously for your training?
Yeah, it wasn't until when I started working at Kamikaze. Once I started working there, I like started like just being around everybody. Dude, environment plays such a role in every
110%.
Dude, as soon as I started like being with a bunch of bodybuilders, I started like taking nutrition so much more serious. I was like, all right, I gotta get my protein in. I gotta make sure I'm not eating too many carbs. Like, what carbs am I eating? Yeah. What micronutrients am I getting in? What am I deficient in? Right. I even went and got blood work done. I hate needles. I haven't gotten my flu shot since like 2010, dude.
Oh wow, needles, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So getting your blood done was probably like a little sketchy.
Yeah, it was a little sketchy for me, but I'm like, I gotta get this, bro.
Yeah, right. No, dude, seriously. So that's crazy. So like the saying goes, when you hang around people that are kind of doing the same thing, you just kind of turn into that. Yeah. So for you, nutrition was like the biggest kind of like light bulb moment.
Oh yeah.
And then because like for you, I feel like you're just naturally gifted in strength and stuff. Do you think that just amplified it even more?
Oh yeah, dude. Like I was going into training sessions, like consistently feeling better.
Oh, okay,
like
perfect.
I think that was like the biggest thing that changed. It was like I would go in sometimes and kind of feel good. Yeah. But now even on my down days, it would be like a really good day comparative to like previously.
No, of course, it makes sense. So and then I take it that to recovery was also a big thing.
Yeah.
Because like I think like my first year of lifting, I ate, but it wasn't like wasn't as structured as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I was just eating too much protein, too much carbs.
Yeah.
But I think that that feeling when like you're kind of all over the place, but then when you go from that to structured, it's just almost instantly you feel the difference.
Oh yeah, dude.
Excuse me. Like I used to never eat before training. I used to go on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
But then I get sick all the time.
Yeah.
And then when I got with my first coach, he's like, dude, you need to eat before you train.
Mm-hmm.
Once we did that, I was like, wow. Now
training sessions are going so much better.
Training sessions are better. It lasts longer, and I'm not crashing in the middle of it. Especially when I found out what intra-carbs were.
Oh, yeah.
That was the secret.
You're not like 45 minutes in, you're like, dude, I'm done. And I still got like 8 movements left.
Your glycogen is completely out.
Yeah.
You're just feeling kind of hypo and shit.
Yeah.
So as a powerlifter, are you one of the stereotypical ones that eats like candy in the middle of your lifts or what?
Oh, dude, I got honey, bro. I got a bottle of honey in my backpack.
Okay.
And as soon as I start feeling a little down, I just pop it in.
Damn, this guy got honey.
It's bad.
I see people with like honey sounds better to me than like some of the gummies.
Yeah, dude. I used to have gummies, but I'm like, dude, this is some fat shit, bro. Like,
well, did it make you feel kind of like shit?
Yeah, too. Yeah, that too, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't. It didn't like really digest like well because it's just solid gummies comparative to like honey. Kind of like a honey.
So honey, it's more natural then.
Yeah.
Okay, because like I heard people, especially in bodybuilding world, when people have like pre-workouts that have like a bunch of candies and stuff, overly processed stuff, they notice the difference. Mm-hmm. But when you do with say like honey, it digests quick and it doesn't make them feel as shitty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you kind of notice the difference.
Yeah, I don't really get that crash either that I usually get with gummies too.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. So are you able to explain to some people that might be watching that don't know like why you would take honey in during your training when you're feeling like low or something?
Yeah, so like it's like with like performance, especially for powerlifting, like it's so heavy on like your glycogen storage. So you can eat your meals throughout the day or like your pre-workout meal. Yeah. But because you're like working at like 90% of like your max or whatever, or 85%, like you're just gonna burn through that like really quickly. Oh. So sometimes you need like that intracarb. Like people, like intracarb is a good one too. Yeah. It's just a little bit more expensive than like honey. So like honey's like $6.
That's very true. But because like I have a tub of it, it's like $30-something per tub, and like it doesn't last you very long either. To make maybe a month.
Yeah, maybe a month, dude.
I don't know. I mean, I guess unless you're training like I guess now I only train 4 days a week. Mm-hmm. But even then, it still gets expensive. Yeah. But you notice the difference when you do it.
Oh yeah, because your glucose just spikes up again, and then like you have that glycogen storage that you just got, and like now you're actually able to like chug through your heavy components of the workout.
100%. Yeah. So do you? I guess we can get into the supplement question of like, do you take pre-workouts or like what's like your pre-workout ritual?
Yeah, dude. So like, I get I usually do like a scoop of pre from Militia Supplements, code PO.
There you guys go. I'll put the link below too. We got you guys.
I'll use that one, and then I'll put like I love feeling itchy, so I'll put like an extra 6 grams of beta alanine.
Oh, you like that itchy feeling?
Dude, I just love it. I feel like a crackhead when I use it.
Dude, I was gonna say I don't know what it is. I mean, I haven't used it in a while, but I don't think it actually does it actually stimulate you or?
Yeah. So like, I haven't like done a heavy extensive research, but just from some of the articles that I have been reading, because like beta alanine used to be like it's pretty common that like it's not really useful for powerlifting.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like it's really useful for bodybuilders because they're doing more like extenuating workouts that are like going to be more lengthy compared to powerlifting where you're just doing like 5 reps every like 30 minutes.
Right. No, that makes sense.
But they're saying like there's some research that was kind of disproving it where like you need a little bit more beta alanine, like around the 6 to 9 grams.
Oh, okay.
For powerlifters to like actually feel the effects during the workouts, just because it's a little bit longer for rest periods.
Okay.
So for me, like I mean, it's kind of more bro science. Like, I just love feeling like a crackhead.
Yeah.
So I'll just take like 9 grams and then I'll feel super stimulated, like really like locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just like carries my workout.
That's fair. So it's just one of your things that you just like to have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else that you like to do, or is that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it. I mean, the other supplements that I take is just your basic like creatine, protein powder, and then just greens and fiber.
Yeah, sounds solid.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah, dude. Okay, we're back from break. Got some water, kind of stretched out a bit. One thing I wanted to touch back on was environment, like gym environment. So you said that like when you went to Kamikaze, you kind of like, did you lock in more, or like
oh yeah.
What's the environment that you like training in the most?
Training in,
mm-hmm.
Personally, I think I like more like the interactive training where you got people like just basically just talking shit, like football, like weight training room vibes where everybody's just yelling at you just to try and like get that weight up.
Ooh,
I love that, dude. I thrive through that. And then when you get that weight up, you got the guys that are just like talking shit. They're like, "Or you could have added like 10 more pounds, dude. Like, what are you doing? You tried so hard just for that, like."
Like, really, bro?
Yeah, like, really?
You know better
That's
than
it?
that.
Come on now.
Dude, I love it. I think even at Kamikaze, dude, like, like in public gyms, do you notice that they kind of lack that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a little hard. It's just because, like, everyone likes to listen to their own music, so they're going to have their headphones in. And you can't really, like, have that interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the vibe and energy is still there, especially when you're going for, like, PRs and stuff. Like people are still there around you, like wanting to watch that. So that still brings a little bit more of that kind of like inner caveman out. It's like, oh shoot, I got to perform in front of everyone.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I also noticed too, do you travel quite a bit to different places?
Yeah.
So what is that like, since you're an environment guy? What's that like training when you travel a bit?
Yeah. So for me, I think I like trying to change the environment, especially like now that I'm getting more into international competitions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So like trying to like change it up is kind of like my own mental practice.
Yeah.
So because I think the biggest thing, especially for people who are powerlifting, like they have their own set routine, they have their own ritual. Like, you know, they're coming in at this certain time and they have this certain song playing. And all the variables are in their control.
Right.
But when you're overseas, like, dude, it's nothing's in your control.
dude, I bet.
The only thing you got in control is bringing your belt, your knee sleeves, and your singlet. That's the only thing you got in control.
Damn. So like, how do you do anything to kind of like break the tension in there? Like, what do you do when that happens?
Yeah, so like usually like this is my first international competition. So when I was warming up in the warm up room, everybody was kind of quiet. Like, you know, like it felt like a library. And I was like, fuck that, I'm setting the tone, bro. So I started shouting, I started yelling, and I started talking shit, dude. I started talking shit about like my competitors who were like, I'll totally be like 100 kilos, dude. And I was like, I don't care, dude.
Right.
I'm gonna get this gold squat. That's all that matters to me. So I was setting the tone. Yeah. So I was setting the tone for everybody, and everybody was looking at me like kind of weird. I didn't even care, dude. And I was I was talking mad shit about like how slow the meet was going. I was like, dude, I did all this training for 20 weeks, and we're going this slow. Like, bro, this ain't it. Like, what is this supposed to be? What are we here for?
No. So do you think that it's because people get in their own head?
Yeah, people get in their own head. They start thinking about too many things. And I think that's where like you really get to see where people like kind of like shine and crumble, especially mentality wise.
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to be careful of that, because I definitely learned that like squats, I was like bringing in the heat, and then after that, I was just dead.
Shit! So it's about pacing yourself too.
Yeah, it's about pacing yourself too, dude. Because I was getting so hyped in the back room that once squat was over, bench came in, and I was like, all right, I want to pack it up and go.
I'm not doing this one. You guys can have it. I don't even care.
I'm gone. But yeah.
So do these events, do they do total, or do they just do one individual lift at a time? Like,
so like they'll be squat, bench, or deadlift, and they structure it to where like you do squat first. Everybody will get their first through third attempts.
Mm-hmm.
and then there'll be like a 10-minute break after squats, and then we'll start bench. Same thing again, 3 attempts, and then deadlift again.
Okay, and then do they just, like, when they're judging you, is it based on, again, sorry if I misheard you anything, but is it based on that one individual lift, or do they total everything up?
Yeah, so it's based on, like, so for example, it's the base or best squat you do, and that'll be like added to your best bench, and then added to your best deadlift.
Out of three. So you get 3 attempts.
Yeah.
Do you have to do all 3, or
you don't have to? Okay. You have to get one.
Have to get one.
Yeah, you have to get one, or else if you don't get one, then you get disqualified.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's just say, like, you're going in, you have 3 attempts. You can technically kind of F off the 2 and then just have that one good one.
Yeah.
Okay. So in actuality, you're just trying to get one perfect one.
Yeah, that's just the goal. You want at least one to stay in the meet.
Okay.
But to structure it, like, so you don't get disqualified, you usually kind of really lowball your first attempt.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so
and then build up to the third. Your third attempt is kind of like the weight that you really want.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. No, that's interesting. Okay, see, I didn't know any of this stuff. Oh man, that's so cool, bro.
Yeah, man.
So
it's kind of like a game because because, like, for example, like if you're trying to, like, podium or get gold, like if you call the wrong number on one of your lifts, that can bite you in the butt, like, later, like on deadlifts. Because, like, for example, I was first place in standings after squat, and then because I, like, missed my second and third attempt bench, then I had to really pull through on deadlift so I can get, like, second place.
That makes sense.
But because I couldn't, like, I only got my first attempt, which was kind of a low ball, my first attempt, and failed my second and third. Like, my standing from second went all the way to 6th.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so do you guys rank first? Like, is first place silver then? Okay, so we had to move on to voice recording. I ran out of storage, kind of embarrassing. So we were talking about there being, like, the world's best, if that makes sense, in powerlifting.
In powerlifting. Like, bodybuilding has the Olympia, right?
Yep.
So powerlifting, there's that World Championship, Open Worlds. That one you can be actually crowned a world champion for your weight class, and that one was the biggest one, and it still is really big. But I don't know if you're familiar with SBD. It's like it's a brand. What was it? Lifting apparel brand. They sell like belts and knee sleeves and stuff like that. They're really big across the seas. Like, they're a UK brand based out of Sheffield, and they decided to host their own meet. Where they basically choose, like, the world champion for each weight class.
Okay.
Unless they're not very close from beating, like, the world record of that weight class. Yeah. So the way they structure that meet is, if you're what is the word? Like, I don't know the exact percentage, but let's just say, like, for a placement, like 98% of beating the world record, then you get an invitation to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then they do it. Then they get those people that got the invitation, and they all compete together.
Yeah, they all compete together. And what's cool about that meet is every world record that you break, you get 5,000 euros.
Okay.
So that's like 6,000. dollars. Something like that. And then you could win. You could break the world record for squat, bench, and deadlift, which that would be like 15K euros.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and if you break the world, the total, that's another 5. Jeez. And then if you win overall, then that's like a 15,000.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, so it's just completely unheard of because like 3 years ago, you get a pat in the back, a shake in the hand for winning.
There wasn't really much.
Nothing.
Okay.
So now we have Sheffield, and we're gonna have our 3rd one now. This coming year.
Damn. Okay. So there's finally like people getting recognition for it.
Yeah. So like now that one's starting to become like the big one. Like we have some people who are kind of like lowballing worlds, so they can throw up some fat numbers at they call it Sheffield. Yeah. So they can like really get high numbers on Sheffield and get their bag. Dude,
that makes sense, bro. I mean, they gotta. So competition might be a little drier in some areas, but once it goes there, it's like you got it. You're with the big dogs.
Yeah, you're with the big dogs.
Yeah, dude. Well, heck yeah, bro. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think we went over a lot today.
Yeah.
Do you think we covered a lot of good stuff?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, perfect, bro. Again, guys, I didn't consolidate my storage, so we had to move over to voice memo. But man, it was great talking to you. It was great having you on.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. So before we go, do you have any social media or anything for people to get a hold of you?
Yeah, man. So I have Instagram's po.dragonwarrior. I have a TikTok too. I think that is like Polo Tapia _. I don't really post on there. I need to post on there. TikTok is big, dude.
It is, man.
Underrated, dude.
Yeah, I'm so cut between content I'm trying to get better at.
Yeah.
TikTok though, dude, especially like it's once you get on that, everything else takes off. So
it does, bro. It's hard to post on like every single platform, dude.
Every single platform at once. It's like because there's not one button. Every social media's algorithm different.
Yeah.
So you can't just spam post on everything. You gotta be different. So.
Yeah, you gotta know the algo.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you guys for listening today. We'll have some more later on, and you guys have a blessed day and keep kicking ass. And we're done.